This is the Red and Gold Report.
I didn't know I'd turn into a chief meteorologist today for KPIX 5, but the weather conditions not good whatsoever. You can see the slop on the field. There is a reason the point total was set at 38. That would be the lowest in the entire NFL this weekend. It was ugly, but both teams had to weather the storm, and it was the Chicago Bears who benefited on their home field. 19-10 winners due to some untimely penalties and, of course, the turnovers.
We always talk about doing right longer, and I think today was the exact opposite of that.
Did it feel like there was one specific play that really turned momentum in the game?
I mean, I think once they scored their first touchdown, obviously that gave them life. At that point, when it's 10-0, they really hadn't moved the ball at all. We were doing okay on offense, could have definitely done better. Football is a finicky game, man. All it takes is one play to really swing things, and I think once they got some confidence, they were able to build on that.
We scored enough points to win at that point. It's just a matter of continuing to play smart football and get them off the field, but then we just kept giving them chances to extend plays.
I've been playing football a long time. Any game that I can remember where we had close to 100 yards in penalties and we had, 2 turnovers, especially one in scoring range in the red zone, it generally never turns out that well.
It wasn't the afternoon that 49ers quarterback Trey Lance had envisioned.
Just too many mistakes. A lot of stuff to clean up for sure for me. But man, excited. And still got my head up. Excited to get ready to go next week.
The 49ers leader kept his head held high as he walked into the locker room knowing he has a lot to fix.
Just frustrated with myself a little bit. Just feel like I'm a lot better than that.
I thought he did some good things coming out. I thought everything was pretty smooth from the beginning. I would have loved to hit him on that one down in the red zone that we had Croft, but he came back and made a big play the next series. Thought he did some good things, but the way it got there at the end, everything kind of fell apart there.
I hate to make excuses, but it's hard to throw the ball when you're running around in puddles.
16 more of these to get plenty of W's. You don't fret on one game. What's kind of the message in here after the game?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we were saying to each other. We got 16 more of these things. The biggest thing is just how we respond.
It's week one. Got some stuff to clean up, and we have an amazing team, and we're gonna get back to work, clean up what we need to clean up, and keep it going. I think we're gonna have a special year. It's a little hiccup in the road, but nothing's stopping us.
Well, the 49ers players just said it best. They believe they have a really good team and are looking forward to showcasing that next weekend in the home opener against the Seattle Seahawks. Reporting from Soldier Field in Chicago, Charlie Walter, KPIX 5.
Alongside is Lorenzo Neal, 16 seasons in the NFL as an outstanding fullback. So let's take you on the team playing home. You just had a rough loss in a quagmire. What are those flights like?
That's the flights are like. Mama said there'll be days like this, Vern. And I tell you, you go through, and I imagine Armstead's watching that, and guys are watching it, have their DVD players out, watching the tape and saying, oh my God, how did we let that game get away from us? We had the game, we outrushed them, we had more yards, with time possession, we had 100 more yards, but they're gonna look at them and say, my God, and Armstead, if he almost had him in his arms, if he would have made that sack, that play to Pettis doesn't happen. They're looking at this. You don't think Trey and a guy said, man, if I don't throw that interception, man, maybe we're getting field goal range. Debo saying, man, if I don't fumble that ball. That whole team you take on these plane rides, especially a 4-hour plane ride home, you're just looking at it. You're quiet. You're not laughing. You're just looking and saying, man, now we got an uphill battle. You got to forget about the game, but it's hard to forget about, and you just can't wait for the next game.
Now, do you pin that loss solely on Trey Lance?
No, but Trey's going to pin it on himself. As a quarterback, you say, you know what? I have the keys to this franchise. This is a good enough team to win a Super Bowl. That's what everyone's saying. But as a defense, you got to say, man, this young guy gave us a 10-point lead. We were up 10-0. We understand we can't hit the quarterback when he's sliding. Think about 90-some yards and penalties. So you can't put it all on Trey. You don't think Debo's in on that plane ride saying, bro, that's my fault. If he doesn't fumble that ball, they're going in to score a touchdown. So you got to realize you can't put this loss on one particular guy. This is a team loss.
All right, last one from me. You've got this imaginary game ball. You only got one game ball. Who in that 49er locker room Guess that game ball from today.
It's easy for me. I'm gonna have you say the name because I can't pronounce it. I'm Troy Polamalu Jr. I mean, this guy was all over the field. You watched the way that he played against the run. You saw him in the secondary. He had an interception. You saw him against the screen, how he beats blocks, because understanding this guy is becoming a student of the game. I love the way he played the football, and that's my game ball.
Talanoa Hufanga. Yeah. By the way, his USC Trojans, they did pretty well this weekend, too. Hey, Lo, thanks so much, and we'll see you next time. We'll see what happens on the other side of Seattle.
You're the best, Vern. Take care.